Alright, I'm gonna do some exam practice now with simultaneous equation with the substitution method. Now specifically doing linear style questions, okay? Specifically linear. I'm gonna address non-linear questions in another video. Okay, so I'm gonna try these exam questions. I've got these questions from Maths Genie. Okay, so the very first thing you do is choose one of them. Let me first label them. So A, B, and whichever one's easiest for me to make X or Y the subject, I'm going to start off with that. Now I'm going to start off with B. So 2x minus y is equal to 8. I know to make y the subject, I can subtract positive 2x. So 8 minus 2x. And I do not want y, negative y, I want positive y. So what I can do is just adjust it by dividing the entire side by -1, i.e. changing all the positives to negatives, negatives to positives. Okay, so now I have made y the subject. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute into a. So that means wherever I see the letter y, instead of y, I'm going to substitute in -8 plus 2x. Okay, so 2x plus 5, and instead of y is actually -8 plus 2x. We'll use a bracket, -8 plus 2x, which is equal to -10. Let me just have some continuity there and use some green pen instead. Equals to -10. And now I just go about solving it as normal. So 2x, the same. Let me expand. -40 plus 10x is equal to -10. 2x plus 10x is 12x. -40 is equal to -10. 12x is equal to -10, positive 40, which is 30, and x is equal to 30 over 12. Now what you need to do is just try and simplify as much as you can, so which is 15 divided by 6. I can divide that by 3 again, which is 5 over 2, or 2.5. So I've worked out what x is. X is 2.5. And now that I've found out what one of the letters is, I'm going to substitute into another equation for y. Now, which equation do I substitute into? If you remember, when I rearranged the original equation, I've already got an equation that is solvable for y, i.e. if I know what x is, if I just substitute it in here, the answer is actually the value for y. And what I can do is label this C. So if that's A, that's B, this is C. So sub into C for y. So if y is equal to -8 plus 2x, I know that x is actually 2.5. So y is equal to -8 plus 2 bracket 2.5, and then y is equal to -8 plus 5. So therefore y is equal to -3. So therefore my answer here is x is equal to 2.5, y is equal to -3. Okay, now let's do another question. I'm going to do question number 8. So again, I'm going to start off by labeling. Let's do a nice blue. Let's call it A. Let's call this B. Doesn't really matter which one I want to make x or y the subject of. Let's just choose A because y is already by itself. So this becomes 3x plus y is equal to 15. So therefore y is equal to 15, take away 3x. Now in case you forgot, what I did was I ended up labeling this new equation that I made C. So let's label this one C, and I can use that for later on. And now I'm going to substitute into the other equation. So I've originally rearranged A, now I'm going to substitute it into B. So 5x plus 2y, but instead of y is 15 take away 3x. Which is equal to 24. And now just solve it like a normal equation, expand and solve. So plus 30 minus 6x is equal to 24. 5x take away 6x is minus x. Plus 30 is equal to 24. Minus x is equal to 24 take away 30, which is minus 6. Therefore, x must be equal to positive 6. Remember, this is times by negative 1. In order to get rid of the negative, I divide the other side by negative 1, i.e. the sign changes. Now, I've worked out what x is. How do I work out what y? So I now substitute x into the rearranged formula that I had before, which I called C. Let me just write that down. So wherever I see x, I'm going to use the number 6. So y is equal to 15 minus 3x. But instead of x, I'm going to write down 15 minus 3 bracket 6. Y is equal to 15 minus 18. Therefore, y is equal to minus 3. So therefore, my answer is x is 6. Y is equal to minus 3.